helpers and all of that. We are very, very happy and excited to be here, and we are excited to watch a rematch game right now. I'm joined with Mr. Addison from Boston Bike Polo, and we're going to call this next game, which will be Mongrels versus Mosquito. They played on day one. Mongrels won 5-4, and we're expecting a intense game.
We've got Mosquito with Will, Darren, Andrea, Nick, and Sean in black versus Mongrels United in red with Emmett, Doty, Morgan, and Quentin.
Should be a very fast technical game. I expect to see a little more physicality from this one, from Mosquito more than likely. And we're going to get turned around here and probably get this game going. So sit by. I hope you're all relaxing and having a wonderful day wherever you are. We love you and we miss you all. So I hope you get some polo in this weekend. Thanks for watching.
We've got Quentin and Darren on the joust. Darren takes it, and Doty is quick to get the back up. Mosquito's got control. Sean handling in the mid. With the shot, Darren recovers in the corner. Mosquito attempts to clear, but it is recovered by Doty. Bottom bracket pass to Quentin. Shot blocked by Darren's wheel. Another missed shot. Will recovering in their own end. Mosquito taking their time. This is a long game. Darren's taking it up across the half.
Ooh.
Swept away by Quentin. Mongrels settling at the half line. Quentin rolls it behind the net. Morgan playing goal.
That's been their strategy all weekend. They take it nice and slow, set up the right way, bring it in. Versus a lot of the other European teams, they definitely do a lot of charging and flying in there fast. But the current world champions are very patient.
Now, Sean Marsh is playing with an injured hand. Very impressive to see him out on the field today.
Yeah, I was commentating that game yesterday, and we took the handlebar or the slash or whatever it was right to the hand. It looked nasty.
Darren takes it behind the net. He's pursued by Doty. Takes it fast up the sideline. Hits a wheel. Quentin makes an attempt on the open net. Sean Marsh recovers. 2-on-1 with Sean Marsh. Darren comes to help him out. He's got nothing. Doty recovers.
No call. It looked like a bit of an extension, but not enough.
Sean and Quentin battling on the sideline.
And we should see a... Oh, never mind.
Doty with his classic scoop hit. That one unsuccessful. Some scoopty-doopties to Quentin at the top of the point. Tries to jam it into the crease. Instead, he steers Sean into the net. Doty recovers behind the net. Ooh, and takes a dive. No call there.
That was a great no call. He did that to himself.
Quentin's doing circles in Mosquito's end while the net is being returned upright.
That was Ladies Army champion Bernadette with the net save. Thank you, Birdie.
Now, the Mongrels are getting quite a bit of zone time in their offensive zone. Doty and Quentin taking turns ripping. They're hitting wheels, though. Lots of wheels. Big rip. Too big. Darren with a shot at half court. Hits a wheel. Great attempt, though.
Sean Marsh in here trying to do his thing. Did that nice reverse pivot. Looking for Darren coming in.
Now Sean's trying to recover in the Mongrels' end, but passes to Doty.
It's a good clear from Will.
Loose ball at half. Sean's challenging Morgan. Morgan recovers with a big shot and off of Will's front wheel. Mongrels recover mid-board side. Doty with another scoop. That one unsuccessful as the last. And Sean settles behind his own net. Well, he's met by Doty and is given an advantage. Mosquito on the advantage now. Darren running up the side, settling it. They've got all the time in the world here. Cross pass to Sean, met with two defenders. And now the Mongrels recover, and the ball is overturned.
Calling that a T-bone, I believe? Or...
Yeah, that was a bike-on-bike contact.
Okay.
Doty and Sean slapped hands. Doty acknowledged that he wiped Sean out. Emmett is now on the court, looking fierce in that sparkly number 16.
Emmett. All right, 0-0. We have a tie game here, and Emmett putting pressure up on Nick Delwell.
Emmett with the backhand attempt gets deflected high over the net, but recovers behind Mosquito's net. Now Delwell robs the pass, but is immediately challenged by Doty. It's tough to get balls by Doty. He's got about a 20-foot long shaft.
It's the monster mallet.
And Sean elbows him off the ball. Drops it back to Delwell, who brings it up beyond half. And Doty scoops it away, but Nick recovers with a one-on-one. And a low-angle shot is off Morgan's bottom back wheel.
A good shot from Mosquito. They need a little bit of...
Doty taking it up across half. Shoots through the double goalie, but it's blocked by Will with his mallet.
So far, the possession game has been all Mongrels. A ton of pressure in the Mosquito zone. Mosquito needs to get a hold of this ball and hang on to it for a second and reset. But the pressure of the Mongrels is absolutely amazing, because even though they're always up, or two of them are always up, they're very patient with it. It's really fun to watch. So Mosquito needs to crank it up here a little bit, find the ball, get a shot, and...
Emmett takes a low-angle shot from the crease line, and it goes through Will's bottom bracket. The score is now 1-0 for Mongrels. Emmett is doing the Mongrels gang sign, which is a pair of hands over the head.
Here we see Emmett charge in, find the hole. Will just couldn't get the freedom block to go through, or to find the ball there. It was a great play by Mr. Emmett Ward.
Mosquito's hungry to get that back. Will's battling along the boards, but Emmett just shoves him in, and Nick topples. Now it's 3-on-2. Mongrels making a drive. Small dish to the side. Low angle shot attempted, but missed, and now the Mosquito has brought it back into Mongrels' end. Nick is pursuing hard. Settling at a half. Tries to go through Emmett's bottom bracket, but Emmett says no. Delwell drops it, and Doty recovers in the Mosquito's end. Big circle at the top. He could circle for days.
The Mongrel forecheck is very strong.
And there's an advantage called after the collision between Sean and
We'll say that
Doty.
We're going to call this a good ball turnover on Mosquito's end. Sean made a big physical play, stopped the ball. Sometimes there's good fouls. That would be one of them, in my opinion.
I would agree. You got to shut down Doty when you can.
I mean, you did yourself doing some shutting down of Call Me Daddy. One of the best games of the whole week, in my opinion.
I'm blushing.
One of the most fun games to watch, for sure.
Thank you.
So anyone on the stream who doesn't know, Judgment played Call Me Daddy earlier in the week. It was a fantastic match. Unfortunately, Shelly took a mallet to the face, but she's okay because she's tough as nails. But yeah, you all who were not here, you missed a fantastic battle.
Emmett and Doty controlling it in Mosquito's zone, taking turns about mid-zone, waiting for something to open up against Mosquito's double goalie, which has been somewhat effective this far.
There's been a lot of that this week. I think it might be time to actually address the size of the crease.
Ooh, Andrea with an excellent block with the front wheel. Emmett tried to put it bottom right. Darren pursuing the loose ball in Mongrel's end. Doty recovers. Emmett's looking for a dish pass, but nothing. Doty's facing three Mosquito defenders. Bumps it with his front wheel to maintain possession.
1-0 Mongrels. We're approaching 10 minutes having gone off this game clock, so we'll have 20 more minutes, and our format will be 30-minute games until I know something differently anyways. It's 30-minute games, and we will stop the clock in the last 2 minutes for goals and penalties and stoppages.
Mongrels have possession still in Mosquito's end. They're waiting for a hole to open up. They are just taking turns passing it back to one another, but Delwo recovers, and let's see if Mosquito gets a chance here.
There's Emmett up with that constant forecheck from the Mongrels.
Darren settling it behind his own net. Andrea rolls out to join him, but Emmett just drives him into the boards.
Almost
Darren
a
drops.
headshot there, too. That was very close to maybe a call. Came in a little hot. Don't believe it was intentional by any means.
Doty circles it around, and it's shut down by Darren, who dishes it up to Nick, who has got a one-on-one, and he misses, hits the post. Morgan has not seen a lot of action in goal, unfortunately. Emmett now has a breakaway one-on-one versus Andrea, and she blocks it. Huge block.
She dabs in the process, though.
Oh.
And did you know that in the European rulebook, that if you are French, when you score a goal, you have to ride back with no hands? I know Emmett's not French, but it's in the rules. Correct me if I'm wrong. Here we see Emmett bring it in. Andrea makes a fantastic save on that first shot. It rattles around, and Emmett just cans it. There we are. No one in net. 2-0, Mongrels ahead.
And Sean and Darren on the offensive. Can't connect a pass. Emmett recovers. Quentin's driving in center. And the cross pass is successful. That was an excellent low-angle dish.
And we might have an injury on the court, maybe. 3-0. Mongrels made that effortless.
That is about as perfect as an entrance to the offensive zone as you can get.
We have a bit of a break here. I'd like to say hello to my friends in Chicago Bike Polo. Joe Harris, Fat Cotton, I hope you're well. Also want to say, and I know they're not watching or listening, but I need to say hello and I love you to my beautiful wife and my daughter, Annabelle. I hope you're having a great day.
Now you see Emmett just flawless execution. Andrea's playing a little high out of goal, and Sean just takes her out. That would have gone in with her without the crash. Now, the Mongrels have been taking those low-angle shots all weekend, and they are so good at it.
Looks like everybody's okay on the Mosquito team right now. They took a timeout, try to regroup. Smart play.
Great time for a timeout. Mongrels leading Mosquito 3-0, but this game is far from over. We have more than half of the game left to play. Mosquito probably chatting over what has gone wrong for them so far and make adjustments.
Yeah, they need they have enough time to pull it back in, but they need to get out here and start taking shots, finding the back of the net, and then somehow taking possession away and holding on to the ball when they're not taking shots, because Mongrels, their forecheck is incredible. One of the better ones here. They're always on the ball. Obviously they're world champs, so it's not going to be easy, but they need to figure this out and quickly.
I'd say about 80% of the game so far has been played in Mosquito's end.
Yeah, I think that's probably a nice estimate.
Captain Morgan has spent most of his time in goal, hasn't seen much action.
Yeah, his patience is amazing. To be as good as he is and such a wizard on his bike, but he hangs back. He's a total team player. It's fun to watch.
All right, we're getting ready to play again with just over 18 minutes to go in the game. Referee Mark calls game play on. Darren takes it over half. Crosses to Sean. Quentin on defense does a couple of pivots to shut him down. Darren brings it back into his own end, looking for Sean across. He's got him, and can Sean knock it in? No, just wide. Mosquito clears back to their own end to settle and set something up. Andrea up to Sean, missed with a cross pass. Darren on the forecheck versus Quentin. Quentin just controls. Mongrels are in no rush now. Doty wants to shoot it, and he's just wide. But he gets his rebound. Rebounds have been so important in this game. Another big shot off of Darren's wheel by Doty. Looking for Quentin in the end. Darren tops it away. Darren sees something. Unsuccessful pass to Sean off of the Mongrels wheel. Quentin's being double covered, dishes it away, recovered by Mosquito. Darren up to Sean running. Sean settles around mid. A little draw pass is picked off by Quentin.
In case you're just now tuning in, Sean probably broke his hand yesterday, and he's playing with it. So, tough guy, and it was a sort of a weird play where he took a slash or a handlebar. I'm not exactly sure. Right to the hand. Unfortunate, but he's out here today. So.
He is putting his passion over his physical well-being.
I think that's a standard maneuver, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Sean is one of the most passionate in the game. And he now takes the ball across half. Dishes to Darren is picked off. Darren hustles back and recovers, though. Doty essentially just gives it back. Says, here, have another try.
Yeah, it could have been maybe a hooking penalty there. I think that's what Sean was looking at. He might have, or taken a minor slash to the body.
And Sean is just being patient, waiting for Darren to create open space. But Darren gives it back to Doty. Sean makes an attempt, comes very close to sweeping out Doty's wheel. Doty scoops it over to Quentin, who has a rip, and Andrea shuts it down. Darren punches it away and takes another jab and sends it back home to the Mongrels.
Good clear from Darren there. Smart play.
Doty's doing some loop-de-doop-de tricks, and Sean recovers behind Mosquito's net. Takes it up to Darren. They're at half. Ball is bouncing. Can't be recovered by Darren, and Doty does a meaningless scoop. Back to Quentin. Carries it up and tries for the low-angle shot. Andrea doesn't want anything to do with that. Gives it back to the Mongrels. Quentin takes it behind Mongrels' net where they're setting something up. They're just using the clock to their advantage here. Quentin makes a move on Darren. Nothing comes of it, so he circles back into his own zone. Darren's forechecking hard, but gets turned on. And Quentin beats him with speed to be met with Sean's shoulder. Sean takes it away. Looking for Darren, looking for the shot off of Doty's front wheel.
Yeah, I think Mosquito's going to have to play this style, and they're going to have to pressure, forecheck, and get in this. Going to need Sean's the Sean wall, or the Sean Marsh wall, to be a full-time effective thing.
Yeah, they've got to recover the ball here. Mongrels are just dominating possession.
So we're a little more than halfway through this game. It's 3-0 Mongrels.
Oh, backhand shot by Quentin goes wide. Andrea rolls out of the net to recover on the boards. Tries the draw pass to Darren, unsuccessful. Doty recovers and tries a really poor angle shot. And Sean takes an unsuccessful rip, covered by Doty. One-on-one on Andrea, wipes himself out. That's got to be embarrassing.
What is the call here?
There was a whistle on the call. I think the ref may have thought that someone took Doty out.
Yeah, let's look at this again, because I didn't see...
He was all by himself.
Close to say, yeah, I don't think Sean's wheel touched his back wheel. It looks like he just washed.
It's not often you see that sort of bike handling out of Doty.
Exactly.
That's probably why the ref was thinking he got wiped out.
And Sean and Dodie work that out amongst themselves. All good. Incidental. Whatever occurred.
Mongrels have Emmett, Quentin lined up, and Captain Morgan in net, facing Delwo, Sean, and Andrea. Andrea playing goalie for Mosquito. So far, she's been pretty solid, except for the one mishap when Emmett scored. Emmett does a full 360 to ward off Nick Delwo. Passes it to Morgan, and he finds the back of the net with a huge rip.
See, look. Hands off the bike on the return. Can someone, can a generous meme maker in the Polo community help us out here and do some like hash marks? And every time we see it, we can have a running troll joke here.
Huge net bulger by Captain Morgan. Will's on the court now for Mosquito. Carrying it behind the net. He finds Emmett's shoulder behind Mongrel's net. Morgan's got the ball, settling. Cross pass to Emmett, who receives it up at half. Tries another low angle shot, and that hits a dog.
Oh, that was Big Gus Dog.
Wow.
Originally an Indianapolis dog. At one time, he was not the big red dog.
That's a good boy.
Oh, he's the best. Of course, that's Betsy, who played with Aaron and Louise at Ladies Army, took 7th place. Amazing, amazing weekend. So, hey, Betsy.
Goes to show you, Mongrels have no mercy. They're just hitting dogs on the sideline. They don't even care.
Exactly. The world champs are not in a forgiving mood today. That's Sean on the ball here. Here's a shot. Almost.
Good shot. Hits Morgan's back wheel. And Sean loses control and is dabbing.
Yeah, I think that hand is giving him problems.
Mongrels reset in their own end. Sean's pursuing gently. Morgan's trying to get control of it. Sean's pressuring hard and takes himself out behind the net again. He's looking for a call by the ref, but there is nothing. Morgan with a big shot hits backboards, and he recovers his own rebound, pursued by Will.
Yeah, I think Sean was looking for a steering arm infraction there.
That's a hard call to ask for behind the net.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And Sean hops around, trying not to fall off his bike again, while Quentin takes it up and looks for the low angle shot and finds the back of the net between Will's bottom bracket.
There we go. No hands. I saw it. Saw the sign. 2 people. All right. Yeah, there's a fine line between an effective forecheck and being too deep and that happening. Of course, Mongrels are going to make you pay for any mistake, but yeah.
And you see this low angle shot that the Mongrels have been so successful with this whole week. Will takes it up, dishes it off to Darren, who's challenged by Emmett at the point. Circling around, looking for Will. Finds him at the point. Backhand dish into the back corners where it recovered by Darren. Now there's a battle along the boards. Darren recovers. Will's got possession behind the net, looking for Delwo at top of the crease. Doesn't find him. Delwo recovers back corner. Now takes it back up to the midline to recover.
Nice move from Nick Delwo. 5 holes in it. And loses it.
Mongrels have the ball again. Big shot by Emmett from beyond half is nowhere close to the net. Delwo carries it from Mosquito up to half. Has a pass to Will, top of the crease, who does not catch it, and Mosquito is now regaining possession at the crease line.
All right, we're coming in on 8 minutes on this game. It is 5-0. It's not really been a close game. And if anyone was not tuning in earlier, these teams played on Wednesday, and it was a 5-4 game that Mongrels won. So whatever's happened in that time period since, the Mongrels are definitely playing a very tight game today and looking to repeat.
Mosquitoes are doing a good job of swarming around the Mongrels crease, but they have yet to get a clean attempt.
Yeah, their on-ball pressure is it's pretty insane with how difficult it is to take a shot. Plus, when Doty's on the court with the monster mallet, he can mallet hack you from everywhere. So yeah, their on-ball pressure is just really well, world class. And with that, we'll say, Machine, I hope you're watching.
If you're just joining us now, we are streaming live from the World Hardcourt Bike Polo Champions, Day 3 in Lexington, Kentucky. You're watching Mongrels United from France versus Mosquito from Canada and North America. Mongrels leading 5-0. Delwo attempts the indirect pass in flubs, but gets another indirect drop pass to Darren, who ball joints it at his own crease line, drops it to Nick as they're looking for a clear here. And they don't get it as Emmett robs a bottom bracket self pass and just walks it into the net.
Wow. There you go, hands off. All right.
Mongrels just throwing up gang symbols.
Here we're going to see Nick essentially get his pocket picked and Emmett walk it in. I'm going to keep saying it because it's what it is, but that forecheck is not easy to get away from, and it's constant. And sorry if I'm a little scratchy on my voice. I've been yelling a lot this weekend for friends and Heartland folks and everyone else. It's just been a great week.
Did you engage in karaoke at the Green Lantern last night?
I did not sing. I signed up and never got called in, and then I left. I wanted to, though. Matt Bobel and I had a nice little number planned. Just didn't work out this time.
If you were at the Green Lantern last night, you got to see all of your Polo heroes singing along to.
Getting a little loose last night. I think tonight might be more so. We'll be down at Al's Bar, a bike polo staple, an original bar for bike polo.
Mosquito gets a chance in Mongrels' end. Will tries to find Darren up top of the crease, but it is met by Doty's 50-foot mallet.
The monster mallet.
And Doty finds possession again, dishes it to Emmett at point. Emmett recovers, settles back in his zone, pursued gently by Will.
6-0 Mongrels, just a little under 5 minutes remaining.
Now Mongrels just are burning the clock now.
Yep.
And Mosquito looking to avoid the shutout here. Doty dabs. Mosquito recovers. Indirect pass to Darren, looking for Sean at a point. Sean recovers, but is pressured by Emmett and Doty. Swept away by Doty, recovered by Will at about the midline. Now they're looking for a clean shot. And shot over his front wheel by Sean is met with Emmett's mallet. Doty sweeps it out to Captain Morgan. Morgan tries a low angle shot, misses, and Emmett
hands off bars.
Just buries it in there.
I hope somebody watching this thinks that's sort of funny, because I'm going to keep saying it. Shout out to Nick Cruz after saying that. What's up, buddy? I hope Delaware is Delaware.
Huge shot, just finds the back of the net.
Air shot from Will there, doesn't find the mark. Or Darren, rather. Sorry.
Will is forechecking as hard as he can. Doty with a scoopy-doop to himself as he crosses half.
And all the fakes.
Mosquito recovers in their own end. Trying to settle, looking for the clear up to Darren. Huge cross pass, not quite on the mark. Darren finds it behind Mongrels' net. He's being shoved into the board, still has possession. And he dabs. Recovered by Doty. Not quite cleanly though, because Will now has it. Loose ball in the Mongrels' end, recovered by Doty, dished out to Quentin. Now one-on-one versus Sean, pops out of net and blocks it. Great block by Sean, but can't recover the rebound.
Doty, right there on that play, just took the better line and forced Sean out.
Whistle on the play. Doty just takes a 30-second penalty. Now Mosquito have a chance to.
What was that called at? Was it just an interference call?
It must have been an interference call.
Hmm.
Sean's just been warned.
Sean just got a personal foul warning for talking to the ref.
We've got 3 minutes, left in the game here.
All right, we're gonna watch this replay here and see what happened. Yeah, I'm not real sure. But anyways, Mark's a very, very, very proficient ref, so we got to trust what he's saying out there. And if you've ever ref, you know it's not an easy thing. It's not really the most fun to get yelled at. And we really thank everyone involved this week who's refed and time kept or, did some goal judging.
Mosquito trying to burn the 30-second penalty. Morgan has a chance for a short-handed goal here. Big shot is blocked by Sean.
Oh.
Sean pivots and just puts his body into the board, sacrificing his...
2 minutes on that. Well, okay, so bike polo, reffing 101 right here. What we just saw from this angle, what I felt like was a definite extension. Mark couldn't see. And it's not always the most fair thing, and it's not easy. So I think from the angle that the viewers just saw, you might have seen a forearm come out and push Sean into the boards, which that kind of play for me personally, I'm probably going to sit you out for, especially in this caliber tournament.
And now they're just taking shooting back and forth, and Morgan just finds a long bomb from the top of his own crease.
And on cue, hands off bars. Mongrel gang signs. I believe that is actually will be 8-0. We're under 2 minutes left, coming in on 90 seconds. The world champions are doing their thing.
Ooh,
oh!
Andrea, assisted by Sean, taps one through the bottom bracket of the Mongrels to put themselves on the board with 90 seconds left to go in the game.
I'm going to have to reach over and do a little board banging myself for that one. That was a great shot. It was a great pass.
See, Sean from approximately the midline finds Andrea, who just taps it through the bottom bracket.
Great play. Great pass and shot.
Unfortunately, it might be a little bit too late for Mosquito.
But they got on the board. It's a confidence thing. They can maybe go into their next game and figure it out here.
Doty with some scoopy-doops to himself. They're just burning clock at the midline. Andrea, indirect pass to Sean. Darren running. Sean with the long bomb finds Doty's wheel. Ball's bobbling back towards Mosquito net. Andrea recovers behind her own net.
Ooh, almost fumbled that. And here we see the forecheck. Doty gets the ball back. Quentin on.
Doty with the trick shot is unsuccessful. Quentin with a shot blocked by Darren's hand. It's second block. Great defense by Mosquito. Sean recovers. He wants a shot. He goes for the bank shot. That was the closest to a bank shot we will see. Hit the post. That was incredible.
That was fantastic.
That is my all-time favorite shot.
Hands off the bars.
And Mongrels knock it in. Sorry to the listeners' ears. We just got quite excited.
Yeah, I know. I just about knocked your head off there. That was awesome. The Lexington courts Oh, we're going to see the Sean Marsh
Here we go.
attempted bank shot here. He's like, get it.
Huge shot, finds live boards, and it is just about
Posted.
1 inch too far.
Posted. Almost caught Morgan off guard there.
And that's the game.
All right. So we will turn.
Final score, Mongrels 9, Mosquito 1.
Tough game for Mosquito starting out. I'm not sure who's all in this bracket, but we're obviously in the final day of Worlds here, so these are the cream of the crop, and that was a great game. Not too dirty. No one got more banged up than they already were. So
Sean playing with an injured hand, you could tell that he's not feeling 100%, which is quite unfortunate. But now that was a rematch from day one when Mongrels ousted Mosquito.
9-1 game there. I'm not sure what our next game is here today, but the current world champions, Mongrels, controlled the ball the entire game. Their forecheck is world class, and that was the difference maker, I believe. All right, looks like we're going to talk to Mr. Emmett Ward here.
Can I be like this?
Hey, Emmett, can you hear us there?
Yeah, hello. You can't see my face at all?
Hey, Emmett, we got a question for you.
Yeah.
We need you to explain the hands off the bars gang symbols. Can you give us an insight onto what that maneuver is?
Well, the hands of the bars symbol is inspired from the Planet of the Apes movies, where apes together are strong, and we just like to be strong, you know, as we just try to emulate my personal sensei, Danielle. Yeah, she's an inspiration, and just try to be as strong as her.
All right, that's
Excellent,
incredible.
very good.
Yeah.
Hey, is that forecheck that you guys are throwing on, is that what we can expect to see the rest of this tournament?
Yeah, well, again, I just like really try to imitate the way Danielle plays, and it works so well. I just, yeah, just thought I'd give a go for it, and all of us, yeah, we're just really inspired by that.
Wonderful game, good win. That was fun to watch. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good luck the rest of the weekend, Emmett.
Big love, LPC. Whoop, whoop, whoop,
Oh, and there's Gus. There's Gus. He got hit by a polo ball, but he's a big 100-pound dog, and it doesn't faze that big guy.
Such a good boy.
Such a great dog.
Give that dog a bone.
Hey, we're going to take a couple-minute break here while these next game gets set up. I think Addis and I are going to be here for a few games, or until someone tells us not to, or the fine, wonderful people watching this say, get off of there and put on new people.
But stay tuned. Come back for more hard-hitting World Hardcourt Bike Polo Championship polo action.
We will be back from Lexington, Kentucky shortly.
See you soon.
Love you all.